Philippine workers are assured of safety. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again. As usual, this is N.D.P News, a channel committed to providing impartial and up-to-date news from around the world. Our channel is the preferred choice for news because we not only aim to keep you informed, but also actively involve you in the field of geopolitics. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay up to date with our future content. The Philippines, a Southeast Asian nation with a population of over 108 million, has recently taken measures to ensure the safety of its 158,000 overseas Filipino workers in Taiwan. The decision comes after Chinese Ambassador Wang Zilian made controversial remarks about the ongoing tensions between China and Taiwan, which raised concerns about the safety and security of Filipino workers in the region. In a public forum on Philippines-China relations held in Manila, Ambassador Wang urged the Philippines to unequivocally oppose Taiwan independence, rather than stoking the fire by offering the U.S. access to military bases near the Taiwan Strait. If you care genuinely about the 150,000 overseas Filipino workers. This comment caused an uproar among Filipinos in Taiwan, who were concerned about their safety in the midst of rising tensions between China and Taiwan. To address these concerns, National Security Advisor Eduardo M. Año personally met with the Chinese ambassador to assure him that the additional Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement (EDCA) sites in the Philippines are not meant for offensive operations against China or interference in the Taiwan issue. Año explained that the EDCA sites were selected based on the Strategic Basing Plan of the Armed Forces of the Philippines (AFP) and are intended to protect the territorial integrity of the country. He emphasized that the Philippines is committed to a peaceful resolution of the Taiwan issue and the continued stability of the region. The choice of EDA sites has been a subject of controversy in recent months, with some critics claiming that the United States is using the Philippines as a pawn in its efforts to contain China's growing influence in the region. However, National Security Council Assistant Director General and spokesperson Jonathan Malaya has stated that the selection of these sites was not U.S. dictated, but rather identified by the AFP. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that button and join the N.D.P News community. Lost in translation scenario. Mr. Wang's speech was delivered amidst an escalating political and military pressure from Beijing on Taiwan, which had been triggered by Tsai's recent meeting with McCarthy in California. This development has further strained the already tense relations between China and Taiwan, with Beijing stepping up its efforts to assert its territorial claims over the island nation. Interestingly, Wang's comments also touched upon the recent decision of the Philippine government to allow the U.S., its long-standing treaty ally, to access 4 more military bases in the country under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA. This agreement, which was forged in 2014, allows U.S. forces to build facilities, bring in equipment, and conduct joint military drills with their Filipino counterparts at 9 military bases in the Philippines. The 3 of the 4 new EDA sites are located in Isabela and Cagayan, 2 provinces to the north of Manila that are just a few hundred kilometers away from Taiwan. Notably, the tip of Cagayan is only about 580 kilometers away from Taiwan. In response to Mr. Wang's speech, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. expressed his intention to engage in a dialogue with the Chinese ambassador to the Philippines, Wang, to clarify the latter's remarks about the safety of overseas Filipino workers, OFWs, in Taiwan. Marcos highlighted the possibility of a lost-in-translation scenario. Given that English is not the ambassador's first language, Marcos stated that he will personally speak with Wang to obtain his own interpretation of what he was trying to convey in his speech. Despite being caught off guard by the ambassador's comments, Marcos attributed the apparent misunderstanding to the difference in language and culture between China and the Philippines. Comments by Filipino officials. The comments made by Wang regarding Taiwan and its relationship with the Philippines have caused a stir among Filipino officials. While many officials have voiced their displeasure with Wang's remarks, they have also maintained the country's adherence to the One China policy. Jonathan Malaya, the spokesperson for the National Security Council, stated that Manila will not interfere in the ongoing conflict between China and Taiwan. He emphasized that the country's main priority in Taiwan is to ensure the safety and well-being of the more than 150,000 Filipinos living and working on the island. He also expressed his disapproval of any attempts by foreign guests to use this issue to intimidate or spread fear among the Filipino people. Senator Grace Poe also criticized Wang's remarks, calling them uncalled for. Similarly, Senator J.V. Ejercito expressed his distrust in the Chinese government, stating that Wang's comments only make it more difficult to trust China. On the other hand, opposition Senator Risa Ontiveros has called for Wang's expulsion from the Philippines, stating that his statements were truly disgraceful and that the Philippine government should demand Beijing to recall their representative in Manila. The Philippine government reassures its workers in Taiwan. The Philippines finds itself in a precarious position due to its adherence to the One China policy. However, the Department of Foreign Affairs, DFA, has assured the public that contingency plans are in place to safeguard the welfare and safety of overseas Filipino workers, OFWs, in Taiwan. Manila Economic and Cultural Office Chairman Sylvester Bello III, the Philippines representative in Taiwan, has emphasized that there is no need for alarm despite recent developments. In fact, he has even gone as far as to say that the situation in Taiwan remains very normal. Speaking in a TV interview, Bello added that the Filipino community in Taiwan is prepared for its exigency and that no Filipino is seeking government help for repatriation as of yet. Foreign Affairs Undersecretary for Migrant Workers Affairs Eduardo Jose de Vega has also reassured lawmakers and the public that contingency plans have long been in place in all areas where there is a high concentration of OFWs, including Taiwan. President Marcos Jr. has even gone a step further and issued a general order to ensure the safety and welfare of OFWs in Taiwan, demonstrating the Philippine government's commitment to the protection of its citizens abroad. Despite the tensions between China and Taiwan, De Vega has emphasized that the Philippines is a peaceful country and has no intention of carrying out offensive military actions. He also urged other nations not to make statements that may make it appear that Filipino workers in Taiwan are being targeted. The Manila Economic and Cultural Office has also emphasized that the welfare and interest of OFWs in Taiwan are very well protected. As tensions simmer between China and Taiwan, the Philippine government remains steadfast in its commitment to ensuring the safety and well-being of its citizens abroad. Experts have pointed out that given its geographic location, the Philippines will be caught in the crossfire should tensions escalate in the Taiwan Strait. Moreover, the Philippines' relationship with China is further complicated by their competing claims over the South China Sea, where Beijing has been increasing its military activities. To address these challenges, Manila has been seeking deeper security ties with military allies such as the United States, Japan, and Australia. Despite the current tensions, China remains the Philippines' largest trading partner. Also, both nations are exploring the possibility of resuming talks on joint oil and gas exploration in the South China Sea, highlighting the complex nature of the Philippines-China relationship. But what do you think about Ambassador Wang's comments? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check out the other videos on the channel for more great content. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Thanks for choosing N.D.P News, and we'll see you in the next one.